All right. Welcome to SideboardMTG. And today we're going to be playing Blue-Red God Pharaoh's Gift, the deck that just tore up GP Seattle. We're going to be testing it out. We're running it through a league. I know we're probably a week late and everyone is ready for the deck, but are they? Either way, we're going to be running it through a league. Hope you guys enjoy the show. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, subscribe. I stream about 6 nights a week right now. So, yeah, there's going to be plenty more to come. Now, remember, if you want to play this deck or any other deck, SideboardMTG15 as your coupon code to save 15% on your first 4 months if you sign up for manatraders rental service. If you've never thought about renting cards, it's probably a good time. I mean, Dominaria is coming. There's going to be a lot of different decks. We didn't have a Pro Tour, so there's still going to be a lot of different decks. This GPG deck alone shows us how open the meta actually is, that this deck came in and just put 5 copies in the top 16 of GP Seattle. So I hope you guys do like the deck. I hope that we run well with it. We played it in coffee time today. We talked about it in coffee time. Like, it was just a fun time, and I hope everyone else gets to enjoy that. And whoa, my cam's not up. Wow. Let's fix that. Ooh. There we go. All right. Oh, what a nut. Anyway, what's up, guys? We got Dalton. Hurricane Shane, you made it, man. What's up? Welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the content, man. He's been leaving me comments for the last week, just on all kinds of different content. So I know he's watching like everything. So glad to see you made it to live, man. All right, Lethal Gamer MTG in the house. What's up? Rush, of course, Rush is here. Jeffrey, Ramo, did you get your taxes done, buddy? Did you get Miss Tannis's taxes done? James Carr, what's up? John Harmon left us a copy of of his version of the deck with Tenali Summoner in it. So if you guys check coffee time from today, it was a public coffee time, so you guys can go back and look at that. Not your typical show, so some of you may or may not like coffee time, but go back and check that out. In the comments, Mr. John here has left his version of this deck that runs Tenali Summoner, and hopefully he'll put that over on the Reddit, and maybe it'll get some votes and we'll take a look at it. And then we got Warlock Lightning, Mogg Fanatic, guys. Mogg Fanatic was the original card that basically is a Fanatical Firebrand. This is a Mogg Fanatic right here. I don't know, I've just always called this type of creature that just comes in. It's either a good Mogg or a bad Mogg, and 1 mana Moggs are awesome. When they have haste, they're even better. So this is a good card. Like no one has denied that this is just not a decently printed card. It's a good card. Who else we got? Did I leave anyone out? I got James Carr, right? Brody up at the top. What's up, buddy? Mr. Parker. And then, of course, we've got Sisk Dantes. Good evening, sir. And then For the Horde. It's gonna be our moderator tonight. So watch out, guys. He'll get you. He'll get you. We'll keep it family safe around here. We're gonna have fun with this deck, huh? I mean, you guys run into this deck? Chilling like a villain. I got you, buddy. All right, so let's talk about Magic, shall we? Right? I think we got a bunch of shout-outs. Oh, man. What about Magic Hefe? What about Magic Hefe? Magic Hefe, he's a cool dude. I like that fella. Let me fix this chat. Looks like the bottom of chat is getting chopped off just a hair. Eric, read your last message. Hey, Eric, chat isn't going right. I got you, bro. I got you. All right. See, I was on top of it. I was. Faith and time. Draw him and go smash the opponent. Make him salty. Wow, that was good use of our emojis. I figured out what our next emoji is. It's going to be a coffee cup. Definitely going to be a coffee cup. I've already got it built. So I think we're like one, maybe two sponsors away from another emoji, which is ridiculous. Like, look how many emojis we got. It's crazy. Yeah, ham's the new emoji. It replaced the die. The die was a placeholder. So while I'm thinking of one, I'll just always like throw the die up. And then, so if you guys ever see the die, it means, you know, we're still rolling for what that emoji is going to be. So, you know, there's some options there for you. What? Iron Sheep, thank you for subscribing, sir. We don't want a queue. We need to talk about this deck, right? Alright, so we'll have to timestamp this here. Deck tech starts now. Aether Hub to help feed your Minister of Inquiries. And Minister of Inquiries is, you know, just like any good GPG deck, you're going to need to be able to throw cards into the graveyard. Well, when you're throwing cards into the graveyard, you're going to hopefully throw in your God Pharaoh's Gift and plenty of creatures. And you'll notice the creature count in this deck is at 32. So more than likely you're going to be milling creatures with this. Now the less creatures you have in the deck, the less likely you're going to be getting hits off your Minister of Inquiries. Now why would you want to throw cards into the graveyard? Well, in case you're not familiar with the Gate to the Afterlife archetype for GPG, and maybe you've only seen the refurbished versions, maybe you've been living in a black hole. But if you're just new to Magic and haven't seen this a lot, Gate to the Afterlife says that whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. Then you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So that will also let you pitch creatures to the graveyard. Now, it has another ability where you tap 2, or you pay 2 and tap it and sacrifice the gate. Well, search your graveyard, your hand, and or your library for a card named God Pharaoh's Gift and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it, and you may only activate this ability if you have 6 or more creatures in the graveyard. Alright, so the entire deck is based around putting as many creatures into the graveyard as quickly as possible so that you can consistently get a God Pharaoh's Gift when necessary. However, those creatures need to be important enough that when you're bringing them back, even as a 4/4, they need to have some type of ability. Now, we've got a ton of great abilities, and we've got a ton of ways to actually put those creatures into the graveyard, including the creatures themselves putting themselves in the graveyard. And what I mean by that is Bomat Courier has a sacrifice ability on it, which will also let you discard everything in your hand. So that's another way that you could quickly fill up the graveyard. And if you already have your gate online, this may be the only deck I could possibly think of where I might actually want to dump a full grip of cards if I already have my gate where I can tap it. It definitely could happen. We had some crazy lines in coffee time today. Now, another card that can be put into the graveyard easily is our Mog Fanatic that I was speaking of a moment ago, Fanatical Firebrand. Fanatical Firebrand can tap himself to deal a damage to the opponent, deal a damage to the opponent's creature, deal a damage to one of your creatures to avoid your creature maybe being exiled in case you need it to bring it back. There's a ton of lines that can be used just from this Fanatical Firebrand. And when I say that can kill your creatures, I mean Champion of Wits, which we all know how Champion of Wits works. You know, you draw 2, then discard 2, or you draw 4, discard 2. So if Champion of Wits, you know, is on the battlefield, you don't want it to be exiled, and you have a Fanatic, you can just shoot your Champ, you can shoot your Combat Celebrant, and you can shoot your Warkite Marauder. Now, these are your only real creatures that are above 1 converted mana cost. Now, you will see that we do have Vizier of Many Faces in the deck, and Vizier does cost 4 mana. However, most of the time you're wanting to discard this card. You're wanting this card in the graveyard, not necessarily hard casting it, because you want it to be able to come back and copy a Combat Celebrant. Once it copies a Combat Celebrant, that's when this deck kind of goes haywire. Now, So we've talked about how you can activate and get GPG online, right? Now in this deck, there's another layer to it. It's not just we get it online, we make an angel, we go. Here we're trying to pull choice cards to have a combo style finish to an aggro deck. Now the choice card that we really want to pull is a combat celebrant. We want to get into combat with this as a 4/4 with haste, so it's coming in. It doesn't necessarily matter if it's been brought back with GPG or not, because if we can just get it to exert, that means we'll get yet another GPG trigger. You hear in GPG a lot, God Pharaoh's Gift. So we'll get another God Pharaoh's Gift trigger. The God Pharaoh's Gift trigger is at the beginning of your combat, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. No, it did not say target. So that allows us to run anti-graveyard hate or anti-graveyard silent gravestone. Allows us to run silent gravestone because we're not actually targeting cards in our graveyard. We're choosing a card, we're exiling that card, and then we're placing a copy onto the battlefield whose power and toughness happens to be 4/4. And if it was any other creature type, it is now a zombie. It also gains haste until end of turn. Now you can read the exact wording, but that's pretty much the gist of this card. So once we exert Combat Celebrant and we start yet a new combat phase, we will enter the beginning of combat yet again, and we will get another trigger. And then from there, if we can bring back something like a Vizier of Many Faces, we can copy the Combat Celebrant and then exert that one, and then get yet another God Pharaoh's Gift trigger. If God Pharaoh's Gift is broken when you get to get an extra guy once per turn, it is extremely broken when you're getting 2 and 3 guys per turn. Now, because you will not be exerting your second Combat Celebrant, it will still be exerted the next turn though, so there is an argument that if you think you're going to have to go into multiple turns, that you might not want to swing with the second one so that it will be untapped. I believe that's how that works, and someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but even if you untap this Combat Celebrant and you do tap it again, because you're not going to be able to exert it again, you're not going to be able to untap it the next turn, because it will still be exerted. Alright, so that is the gist of the deck, and then pretty much everything else is built to support that. The only card I haven't talked about here is Trophy Mage, which will allow us, it'll only search for a gate to the afterlife, which is pretty much the gist of the combo. The last card in the deck that we haven't spoke about, in the main deck anyway, is 4 copies of Walking Ballista. This pairs really, really well with the Gate to the Afterlife, as you can cast it for 0, or you can cast it for a number, and then use those counters to sack it whenever you get ready. Well, once it's been exerted, you don't get to exert again, so it's not infinite attacks. But exert and exert, they untap each other. Okay, so he says that you may exert it as it attack. When Combat Celebrant hasn't been exerted this turn, you may exert it as it attacks. Okay, a little bit of weird wording here on Combat Celebrant, so you don't get to get into that infinite like ridiculousness, but a lot of times your opponents may think so. 3x equals infinite. Gotcha. Agreed. If 10 equals a million, 3 combat steps, that's infinite. But yeah, I get where you're coming from there. Anyway, it is pretty good. But Walking Ballista works great with these strategies, and with Warkite Marauder, Walking Ballista is just broken. Now, I hope most of you know how Warkite Marauder works. This will remove all abilities from a creature. That includes indestructible, that includes return this creature from your graveyard to your hand at the end of turn, that includes triggered or activated abilities. So Warkite Marauder will just make something a 0/1 frog. It's not really a frog, but it's just like turn to frog. You guys know what turn to frog is, right? Anyway, it frogs. Like, Warkite Marauder just runs around casting frog on people. So, That's pretty cool when you can shoot things for one. Now, let's talk about the sideboard. We'll get into the league and go from there. Sideboard's real simple. We've got 3 Abrades to start here, and then we've got 2 Spell Pierce, 1 Jace's Defeat, 2 Negates, and 2 Padium Consulate of Innovation. Now, this got a lot of... I'm probably going to have to read this. Artifacts you control have hexproof. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control an artifact with the highest converted mana cost, or tied for the highest converted mana cost, draw a card. Now, our converted mana cost of our artifact is normally going to be 7. So, we're probably going to be drawing a card. If they have an artifact that costs more than 7, I don't think they're playing standard. What would be more than 7? Is there anything? Anyway, in standard. Why not fling? Because there's no room. No room. Oh. Fling. Triggered. Triggered. Anyway, Silent Gravestone. Remember I said that it allows us to run a certain piece of graveyard hate? Now, I was trying to say that. It didn't really work that well, but Silent Gravestone's that piece. Now, normally I like Crook, but Silent Gravestone doesn't hurt this deck at all, but it gives you the... All right, triggered again. Silent Gravestone gives you the ability to sack the graveyard if you need to, but for the most part, it's just going to stop cards from being the target of Deathgorge Scavenger. They can't be the target of the Scarab God, things like that. So Deathgorge Scavenger or the Scarab God, those, if you think they're going to use those answers, you should probably next level sideboard and bring in hate for their hate, and that would be Silent Gravestone. So or protection level sideboard. So the same thing can be said with Spell Pierce. When we're trying to go off and they have a counter or something, it's really easy to leave up just 1 mana. And we're going to be going pretty fast. Metalwork Colossus. Okay. Fair enough. You got me. Metalwork Colossus. That's right. That's an 11 cost artifact. You got it. So we don't get to draw. This is not good against a Metalwork Colossus deck. Yeah, I would not bring this in versus Metalwork Colossus. Posted your version on the Reddit. Right on. If you guys don't know about the Reddit, we do Subscribers Sunday. Subscribers Sunday. The top voted decks on our Reddit get played on Sunday. So if you wanna get a post in, go for it. And if it gets enough votes, we'll play it on Sunday. This is going to be great, right? Or you think the meta is already ready for this deck? You think enough people are just trouncing with this deck? Who actually built this deck? I know like Jody Keith had a version. Like I don't know who come up with the original concept, and there's so many people playing the same like 60 that I think I can't really give credit to anyone for coming up with the deck. So I kind of put in the title. I was just going to credit GP Seattle for bringing this deck to the attention, because there was a ton of people. There was 5 people in the top 16. I mean, it couldn't have been the only 5 playing it. Ooh, wow, what would the conversion rate of that be? Travis helped this deck. I know Jody Keith was playing a version, and he works with Jim Davis, Todd Stevens, those guys. So we're definitely going to play first if we possibly can. We've got lands, we've got Marauders, we've got things. I'm going to keep... I think I can keep this. I mean, it seems okay. Remember, this is a aggro deck. Starts off very aggro, and then just happens to GPG you. Punching him for one-on-one, yeah. Joey Turner, what up? The party is getting started, sir. It is getting started. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Thank you for subscribing, sir. I have no clue how to say your name. That's half the fun of it, though. I'm supposed to try, right? All right. Inakio Munoz? Munoz? I don't know. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm sure I butchered that one. Just the look on my... I'm supposed to... where are you from? Mugnaz? I still probably butchered it. Right? Now that you've subscribed, hit that like button. And for those of you that are subscribing, until I get my new schedule just perfect, I've kind of starting between 8 and 9 right now, so you're definitely going to want to hit that notification bell so you get the notification when I do go live. So here lately I have been trying to go live and like just stay live for a few minutes before we jump into the deck, because you know a lot of people don't realize exactly what time I'm starting, and with the move and everything else, you know, I've had a little bit of chaos. So either way, I just wanted to let you guys know. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when I'm going live. Do we just stay aggro here? I mean, I know it's just turn 2. We haven't made a lot of decisions yet. Between 8 and 9 Central. So that's minus 5 GMT for everyone out of here. Or everyone out of here. Everyone outside the United States. So, manatraders. I know I hit a manatraders thing earlier, right? How you can save 15% if you use SideboardMTG when you sign up. I think I want the Rivulet. And why would he worry so much about a Warkite Marauder? That's interesting. And we're definitely going to try to draw these cards. Ooh, that's perfect. Alright, so I'll get rid of a Warkite Marauder and a hub. And then we'll go to combat. So what's really cool about this is, say we go to turn 4, right, and we're swinging into an open settle. We can not swing with our one dude and swing with the Champion of Wits, and if he goes to settle, we just pow, you know. So that would be good. Oh no, but he got me with a Thopter Arrest. No. No. Alright. Got me while my shields were down. Well, I don't want to spend an energy now, but I'm actually willing to pay a life here. So I assume he's got like Cast Out, Ixalan's Binding, things like that. So we're going to wait till 5 mana to even try to play this thing. Yeah, we're going to use Trophy Mage's ability. We'll grab a Gate to the Afterlife. Go ahead and play our Minister. Now at this point, Trophy Mage has done its job. You know, it's just good. Watch out for... Oh. Right? White Weenie. It's a deck. It is a deck. You guys got to watch Coffee Time to get those jokes. I do like that you guys are now like insiders on chat. You know, I do like that we can do that publicly now. The Coffee Time, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad you guys had fun with that too. And that's what that is for those of you watching. If you do go watch like any of the episodes of Coffee Time, it's not your normal Magic show. Where's Val? Watching Lincoln, of course. She just fixed supper. I've got a plate over here I didn't get to. Yeah, I have to warm it back up. Do I think this deck will last? I think it will call for an answer immediately and is in the middle of calling for an answer right now. So I think that's going to happen. Ixalan's binding. Is he getting rid of Minister? What do you pick? What do you pick, opponent? It'll definitely stick for the next 2 weeks. Like, without doubt, this will stick for the next 2 weeks. Well, I can't do anything with that yet. I don't want to play this until I have the mana to use it. So I don't think he would Ixalan's binding anything if he... Or is he just thinking that he's not worried about the gate? Like, I think that he would have maybe another binding, which is scary. So I want to wait for the chance at drawing another card here. I do know that I need to get this down so that I can discard a card. There's a treasure map. Alright, well, maybe we'll just aggro him to death. Okay, well, there's the land, so we can attempt to get started. I think we leave this back and swing with these two. Or would I just be aggressive? I think I leave this so that I can sack and draw at will. I don't think that I shoot Warkite, though. Not with the fact that we're actually pushing pressure on him right now, and if he does anything on his turn, then that's just going to be him trying to get ahead of this. I mean, Fumigate wouldn't be bad here if he would, like, well, he's not going to land Fumigate. He's tapping that. Alright, well, he has to land Settle to stop us. We'll go 4 this turn. 4 next turn, and then we can shoot. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem bad. Can you tell you the weather for tomorrow? Am I a weatherman? Wow, what's up? Wow, chat is just flying by, guys. If he was smart, he would have named Firebrand. Probably. Ooh, champion. There's a champion. I like champion because that's 3 mana and it leaves up 2 mana. Alright, let's see what happens. Damage is dealt. Oh, man. That happened. Champion Wits. And of course we want to so either one's draw 2, discard 2. Like this just means that when I sack Mog Fanatic to deal 1 point of damage here, it'll be more powerful next turn. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3 in the graveyard. Mog Fanatic will be 4. We'll draw a card, discard a card. If we can get this down, we'll draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. So we got some options. We're definitely pushing pressure at this point. I don't know what he's got that he's about to do here, but he's tapping a lot of mana. Alright, so Fumigate. And I'm just going to shoot a couple of my own dudes here to stop his life gain. And then we'll take some choice triggers. He's got 3 mana left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, what's on the board means that 5, 6, 7. These all go to the grave. We spend 2 mana, go get God Pharaoh's Gift. Enter combat. He's got 3 mana available. Pretty sure we just got this. Alright, so we're going to draw a card, discard a card. We can discard. Alright, so we got to redo this then, right? Because he's got Scavenger Grounds available. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. So now he has to do it. We'll get 2 more triggers. Okay. So maybe I actually should have just let him... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I actually should have just let him kill everything, and then he would try to sack, and with the trigger, with his sack on the stack, then do it. So yeah, maybe I messed that up. Alright, well, we'll throw some more creatures in the grave, hopefully. So we're going to draw a card, discard a card. We'll discard this one. Draw a card, discard a card. We'll discard this one. There's no point if we don't, because we have to destroy the Scavenger Grounds this turn so that we can get started again. We still got 7 life to deal with. So I'm going to grab an island, because we don't have another blue source here other than our... other than that, now we have enough mana open that we can Ipnu Rivulet, and then next turn go again. So he needs to deal with the graveyard yet again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back at 4 with a Champion of Wits in the grave. So, and we did not lose our God Pharaoh's Gifts. So I think we're all right. I think everything's fine here. Immortal Sun. Okay. Ooh, I did it, didn't I? Well, it might be better that I drew that land. I'm going to play it. And now we're going to Ipnu Rivulet ourselves. And we'll sacrifice Ipnu. Come on, Ipnu. Good mills, good mills. 2 creatures. 2 creatures. Rolling the dice. Got there. Alright, so... definitely bringing back Champion of Wits. Yeah, Champion of Wits. And we're going to say yes. Oh, beautiful. Alright, do we think that he could be sandbagging on us here? Alright, he's at 7. I'll discard land. Oh, we're already in combat. My bad. And if he has another Fumigate, he has to burn it. So I'm holding these safely in my hand right now because worst case scenario, I just play Bomat Courier, sack him, discard these two before combat. So like I can always throw them away because we have all three of them. I could have played Bomat second main phase, but I think everything's a little bit safer in my hand. Sandbagging means you could go for the kill, but you're not. It's a term we used in like playing rummy and spades. You're sandbagging books or something like that. Yeah, sandbagging. Like you have the cards. It's like playing goldfish, right? Or go fish, and you say, "Do you have any twos?" But you're never talking about the fours that you almost have. Like you only need one more of, right? Like you're hiding the fact that you have those. So sandbagging is hiding them out, holding out, right? Approach. He's at 10 life. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. All right. Time for the most epic play ever. Oh God, it just got better. Just got better. All right, I'm gonna mess this up because I just said the most epic play ever. Please don't scoop, opponent. Combat Celebrant. Enter combat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's over, opponent. This is about to happen. 3 combat steps. We're going to be swinging for like 20-something life right here. Alright, so... Alright, well... And now we do it again, Vizier of Many Faces, as a copy of Combat Celebrant. And then we exert it, and then we start yet again if the opponent lived through it. If the opponent lived through it, then he would have we would have got yet another. So all right, so yeah, right. This deck goes so hard. When it goes hard, I mean it goes all the way, and that's what I meant. That's why I had to break that deck tech down the way I did, was because I thought that we needed to talk about what it was and then what it was trying to do once it became God Pharaoh's Gift, right? Like how does it use? Like it's normal to see like Angel of Invention, bam, 6/6, Achroma, deal with it. But this is actually more of a combo finish, and you just, oh man, right? The deck does have so many paths to victory that it is very, very hard to pick. You know, like to figure out like what is the best line and things like that. That's really hard. So now we know that he has a ton of enchantment hate or enchantment style hate cards. His choice of graveyard removal, at least in his land, we cannot do anything about. We cannot stop them from exiling the graveyards altogether. So Silent Gravestone, that's not going to do us any good there. I don't think in that mono white, I don't think that he's going to have, you know, cards that... I think I need Spell Pierce, and I think I need Negate. Other than that, I don't think there's much else that I'm going to want. He might try to bring in like cats or something like that, but I'm not actually scared of cats. Maybe Padim. I think this might be a matchup for him, but I don't actually think that we have... I'm going to take out part of the combo here, and then I'm going to take out one Combat Celebrant. Again, like I said, I'm actually pulling back on the combo just a little. and we're gonna try to just deal with this opponent naturally. Other than that, I'm just cutting back on a few numbers. Like, remember, because I am cutting back on the combo and I'm on the draw, I just want to cut back on a few numbers. And like, we have certain cards that just aren't as good, and we'll still have the same game plan, but just not as much of the same game plan. I think that's where we should go with this. Sure. Sure. I mean, I would like to see something else, but I'm thinking that if I can get into these champion wits, we can pretty much find whatever else we want, right? Unless we turn 3 a champion wits and then he Ixalan's bindings it. So, yeah, I'll keep. I mean, we can turn 1 minister, get back our energy. We might not get to minister as much as we want, but what, just shaving a little bit of everything? I don't think that's as risky as you think it is. I think it's actually probably smoother when you don't have a singular line that you need to remove. So I'm going to say that I like the idea of shaving against this matchup. If there was just a bad card in the matchup, I would just remove it altogether. But I don't think that shaving is as bad as you might think it is. You MMA fighter there, or you're just like really into it? I had a bunch of buddies in the Marine Corps that they got into that, but I actually never really liked physically hurting someone else or being physically hurt. Just wasn't a big fan of it. Okay, so I mean, are we worried about baffling in here? I don't think so. -4 boxing, 3-0 MMA. Oh, 20-4 boxing and 3-0 MMA. Nice. That's a good record, dude. That is a good record. 20-4. That's impressive. It's those 4 that would bother me. I'm sure that the other 20 would, I'm sure you felt it. I'm sure you knew he was there. Yeah, I'm going to just work out Marauder. And I'm going to press the advantage. Okay, so there's another minister. Did he just keep a 1-lander? Okay, well, then this is happening. I mean, we kept a risky hand too, but it wasn't a 1-lander. I mean, we're only swinging 4 here. It's not like we're just pushing a ton of damage on the opponent. But I am swinging. These ministers, until I start getting colored mana, I am not risking a single point of energy for... He's got to get rid of the Marauder, right? He didn't even have creatures. Like... Okay. Show me the goods. Show me the goods. Okay, there's a land. A Padim. We'll throw that in the grave. And I think I throw the Champion of Wits in the grave. I think at this point we're just going to try to sit back on what we got and kind of go to work here. I mean, he's got, I expect, what, Thopter Arrest to remove something next turn. That's probably going to be Champion of Wits. And then he's still taking 3 a turn. We can stop the next couple spells that he cast. I mean, he's already way behind. He had to have a really good hand to keep a 1-lander, so... That's pretty good. I think I just pitch whatever I draw here. Yeah, he's just going to scoop it up. So, yeah, we were going to be able to hold up Spell Pierce. So when he went to Ixalan's Binding something the next turn, like, everything was just going to go ham. Yeah, that's, it was pretty good, right? Wow. Wow. Pretty good. Have I seen Hacksaw Ridge? Story of a soldier who refuses to do harm? I don't think so. Hacksaw Ridge. No, I don't think I've seen that. I'm thinking of another Heartbreak Ridge. I think that was a Clint Eastwood movie, though. Oh man, this deck is just super sweet. We seen it win right there without GPG, and like I said, I just wanted to just go aggro to get in and just start dealing damage, and we kept the spell pierces and the negates to start stopping when he had 3 or 4 mana up. That was the plan, was to be able to stop his 4 mana spells, and the deck did provide us with that. That was pretty sweet. Man, this deck is just smooth. I think we keep. All right. Uh-oh. Red deck or the mirror match? What do we have? So, is it red or is it the mirror? What? I missed something. So what decks are good versus okay, you had to understood. What decks are good versus which ones are bad? Honestly, right now there's quite a few good decks. I mean, you've got mono red. Apparently, this one is really good. I think so. So you have mono red, you have this deck, you have Grixis midrange, you have blue black midrange, you have blue black control, you have Grixis control, you have Bant approach, you have quite a few other different styles of approach. You have blue white GPG. You have quite a few jank decks. Absolutely, Grixis midrange, Grixis control. All of those are just really good decks. On Crop Crusher. Alright, opponent. I am pretty sure I just have to do this. And then now we just start putting down as many blockers as possible. I mean, if he's got a braid, then we're kind of in trouble anyway, but blockers would be nice. So we take, what, a minimum of 3 more next turn? I kind of don't want this to die. Let's have another card. Sure, I'll thin the deck. Alright, well, we're just getting hammered. Ooh, draw a card, discard a card. I'm gonna discard, I guess, God Pharaoh's Gift. And then, of course, we're gonna go get one of our gates, the last of our gates. And then we're just gonna take our beats. And this is why Red Deck beat it. Red Deck's like really quick, so Zax is here. What up? What do you guys think about green-white Dino control, or just a green-white control deck with Authority, Throntodon, and Deathgorge Scavenger? I definitely think Deathgorge is more important than he's ever been. Yeah, this is the mono red from this weekend with the shocks and the lightning strikes and grasping dunes. So yeah, he's playing a good deck too. we might be able to just combo off on him, but he's running a lot of burn. A lot of burn. We're kind of already in burn range. Yep, that is a fact. So pretty much anything we play here just doesn't survive anyway. To go for the face or you go for the Marauder. He has drawn a lot of lands, but that deck doesn't care. What's up, Stickler for Bricks? So far we won game 1 against the mono white aggro. Alright, well, we gain a life. Draw a card, discard a card. So he just swings through this? Oh, that'll work too. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Alright. Do we get to do our craziness again this turn? I think so. I'm gonna get... I can't get the other one down. I can't get the other one down this turn. So we don't have enough mana to be able to play it and then sack it, then sack this one. So I'm just going to play the Bowback Courier. We're going to have to get rid of everything. It's sad, but we're going to do it. I'm not waiting till combat. I'm going to just do it now. Well, you guys see me do this earlier. And we're going to say yes. Sweet. Okay, what can we get? Champion? I think that's about the best thing we're going to get is Champion of Wits. Maybe we'll get into like Combat Celebrant, something like that. Okay, well, let's say we get rid of... I mean, I have all of these things in the graveyard already. Don't need another Trophy Mage. He exerts anyway? Do we want to force him to exert? Do I want to swing here? Do I want to get him down to a multiple of 16? I think I do. We're one Combat Celebrant away from just killing the opponent. So he's got 2 cards in hand. He might be able to deal the 10 points of damage to me. Rekindling Phoenix, okay. He hits me for 3. Might have a Lightning Strike or something left. Alright, so we're at 7. Can we pull this off? Well, we got the Phoenix. So that's handy. Alright, so we're going to bring back a Workite Marauder here. We're going to go into combat. I wonder what his last card is. Okay. I'll give him the option of blocking. I'll go ahead and shoot that. He didn't block. Alright, so now we're at a tied ball game, and he has to deal the entire amount of damage this turn. So, that's where we're at. Whew. Game. That. Game. Woo! What, Mono Red? What? Thought you had game one, didn't you? Man. Woo! Right? I'm happy about that. Talk about just... Wow, this deck is... It's nuck and futz, man. It's nuck and futz. Wow. Just out of nowhere. Just, bam, you're dead. I do think Suns might be handy, but are we racing red? Just going ham, right? Yeah, that was crazy. That I'm glad I swung the very first time with Champion of Wits, but I don't think it would have mattered. We were swinging for 12 the next turn. So, red on the head, you're dead. Alright. What do we bring? I mean, I kind of want to bring in Sweltering Suns. I think I take out Trophy Mage, but Gate to the Afterlife is going to be great. Trophy Mage is a 2/2, so I'll take out Trophy Mage. Padeem? Like maybe a Braid, right? See, I'm thinking a Braid or Negate myself, but his Graveyard Hate is it's not castable. I mean, so we're not worried about anything there. I mean, he's just gonna shoot us. I think his plan is he needs to race us, but is he really the faster deck? I do want Negate. I do want Negate. And for Negate, on the draw, you guys seen how crazy Bomat Courier is in this deck? Like, just, yeah, I'll dump 5 cards for 0. Sounds like a great trade. Yeah, well, I don't know about for Lightning Strikes, but I'm thinking Negate for Abrades. So I'm going to take out 1 Vizier and 1 Combat Celebrant. The deck can win without Combat Celebrant. Why is Bomat Courier so cheap while is played in almost every... Right. Hey, if you've got red and you're semi-aggressive, you're running 4 Bomat. Yep. If you call yourself aggro, you're running 4 Bomat. No. It's alright. We'll refill the coffee cup. It's not coffee, but it's X brand energy drink. Try X brand today. Insert your brand here. X equals brand of your choice. Can we keep? Looks super sweet. We don't have any land, but we've got everything. I'm going to keep it. I am going to keep it. I know it's crazy. It's crazy. But we're on the draw. Bomat, getting there. Come on. Mountains on top of our library. It's got to be a mountain, right? Because that's what we need. Has to be a mountain. It's not a mountain. I could have played the Minister there and taken 1 life. And there would have been a valid argument to that because Minister actually has a 1/2 body and can stop Bomat Courier. So, yeah, we could have done that. But I would rather get a card down. I do need a mountain, though. Yeah, the race is going to be a little bit favored for him, I think. It was... So again, I'm not worried about the actual, like, the early chip damage race. Yeah, I'm worried about the setup race before he can kill me. If I can get set up, then we can do the 20 damage in a single turn. So, and we are looking at setup right now. Land off the top, and I start playing Gate to the Afterlife. We start gaining some life, and things get good from there. You got 3 cards in hand, sir. I'm actually not worried about cashing this in right now. So he swings with 2 Bomats. Yeah, you don't need Tormenting Voice for something like this. The Gate, because every creature has the ability to pretty much just kill itself, you can kind of trigger your abilities kind of whenever you want. And Bomat, like I said, like, this is like the only deck I've ever played that I would be willing to dump and to make a 5-for-0 like trade for a Bomat, because things are so important in your graveyard. Like you've seen in game 1 where I was allowed to actually sandbag the cards in my hand, including the Bomat, play the Bomat, sack, like just dump 2 other cards. So, yeah, I take 2 here. Is he just willing to trade this and Mog Fanatic? Is that what he's saying here? He's just willing to make that trade? Like, if he shoots here, then my Bomat survives? Yeah. Does he sack the 2 cards he has for it? I mean, if he trades Mog Fanatic for it, I'm okay with that. He did. He sure did. That's 1 in the grave. Another land off the top would be sweet. We'll see if he's willing to block. Nope. Okay. Well, I am 100% leaving my Fanatic up. If Bomat survives, that's great. If Bomat does not survive, I'm still pitching the Combat Celebrant if I have to sacrifice my Mog Fanatic. So, we'll try to get everything online and working. Oh no, not a Scavenger Grounds. Well, that could be good. Hey, I keep calling it Mog Fanatic. Fanatical Firebrand. Alright. Am I going to trigger people with a Mog Fanatic? Fanatical Firebrand? No! I'm going to go ahead and gain a life, shoot his Bomat or shoot his dude. And this is just because I want to maximize and loot here. And if we force his hand and get rid of the last card in his hand, you know, it's a 1-for-2 trade, and he knows the card in his hand. Apparently, he's thinking about it. So, I mean, he could let my Gate resolve while he's thinking about it. He'll get more information to make his choice. Right. Yeah. Scavenger Grounds is going to be added to a lot of decks. You are right, sir. Sweet. Land off the top would be super sweet. So, is that what? Hazoret? Oh, it's an Earthshaker Kenra. Why wouldn't he trade that for any other 2 cards? He just wants to hit for 4 this turn? That's the plan? Oh, he's planning on having to sack the graveyard, so yeah. Understood, opponent. Alright, well, if he's wanting to sack the graveyard, his Kenras are going with it. So that was my line of thinking on that play. If he's actually already had, the opponent already has this in his head that he doesn't want this to happen. I got block one, shoot the other. I'll still have a dude. Sweltering Suns. Have no Abrade. He has no cards in hand, so as long as he doesn't top deck an Abrade, we're good. Alright, so now we just get to pass. I mean, I've got a ton of cards under Bomat here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not exactly interested in the Walking Ballista this turn. So, we'll see what happens. Do you just swing with the one? So now that I've blocked, I'll actually just shoot the other. Gain a life. Hey, look, it's a God Pharaoh's gift. I'll get rid of Sweltering Suns. It's currently not safe in the graveyard. I know we only have one other copy in the deck, so yeah. I think that's what you meant when you said I should sack to kill the other, block one, shoot the other one, so now I can swing with Bomat this turn. I think that's what you meant. I mean, he pretty much has to... 4. Earth Shaker Kenra is a 4/4. Alright, well, he did tap out. So that happened. We hit a land. Alright, well, let's do things. I'm going to cast this for 0. I actually want to conserve mana here. We're going to say yes. Champion Wits is nice. It's not exactly what we're looking for, but we'll throw it in the grave anyway. And I'm going to go... We'll leave that. We're going to say search our hand and library for a card. Yes. I'm going to grab the one out of the library because I'm actually thinning the library for a for more combat celebrants or for more, oh, what's it called? I'm thinning the library to get to the Vizier of Many Faces so I can copy the combat celebrant. There we go. And we'll enter combat. I think that I set up this turn with a Champion of Wits, but if... No, I'm just going to take the Combat Celebrant, and we'll get a Champion of Wits as well. So, yeah, I'll pitch this one in the graveyard to the Bomat. And he's going to scoop it up. There we go. Bye, Red Deck. Thank you. Come again. Yeah. I was definitely planning on cracking Bomat, but if he didn't block in the first combat phase, I was probably just going to get an extra. I was going to be greedy with it. I was going to be very greedy with it. Because you get 2 cards per turn when you're doing that with Bomat Courier. So, yeah. Yeah. Bye, Red Deck. Isn't that so sweet? This deck is sweet! Now, you can't say this deck is not a good deck when that was red deck, guys. And the other one before this was Approach, and they couldn't, like, you can't say this ain't a sweet deck, man. This deck is super sweet. I've got a Bomat, I've got a Champion of Wits, I've got a Gate, and a Trophy Mage. The only other thing, like, if this Trophy Mage was a Fanatical Firebrand, oh man, we'd be so set. Oh. His wheel was broken. He was just broke. He had a couple more turns. He had a couple more outs. Yeah. A Braid off the top would have been an out. But most people think that you're about to do some, like, infinite something, and that ain't the case. I've heard a lot of people go, oh man, the Infinite Combat Steps GPG deck. No, it's definitely not infinite. And someone even mentioned it in chat that, you know, as we were explaining, they were like, can that go infinite? And so I guess it kind of looks like that when you're maybe explaining it. But when you read the, I guess the not fine print, the very first line of Combat Celebrant, you realize that you can't really go, you know, infinite with it. So do we make him spend his energy to kill it this turn? Guess not. Hey Nongman. Our opponent, his name is Hey Nongman, and he's got Ragabon. Ah, he's got Ragabon. Need 2-drop. Warcry Marauder, where you at? That's not cool. It's still just part of setup right now. So, I mean, we're going to get to the Champion of Wits. I think I'm actually just slamming Gate this turn, but, I mean, he's Teamer Energy, so, or a 4-color Energy. There's a Workite. That'll be good. He'll only kill one of them. Like, do I swing right here? I mean, he literally will only kill the one that will have 2 cards under it. He will not trade his Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So we'd get 1 trigger here. I mean, I guess I can force the triggers pretty much anytime I get ready to. So, I mean, I'd lose 2 if I block. But are we really worried about blocking? Or do I just want to, like, keep getting set up? Because I think we're about to have a really nice setup. You ordered 4 Warkites for your deck today. Hey, Warkite's great. Make sure you put in that Grasping Dunes if you're in a monocolored deck, though, because blue doesn't have the answers to ping things. Blue's really good at turning to frog, but not really good at burning them after they've been a frog. So, if he is Teamer Energy, wouldn't he just be sitting on Negate? Or, I mean, not Negate, but a Braid? So, if I get another red, we can just put 6 in right now, bam, and tap it, go. How's that sound, right? Red land off the top. Mountain off the top. Wow. Oh, that's not a mountain. Alright, well, we don't get to do it this turn. So we're going to draw 2... Play a land... I'll pass. So... We're there. Don't know if you guys notice it or not, but we're there. So I sank Bomat for 1, right? Throw these 3 into the grave, along with the 2 that were already in the grave, and we're GPG bound. Combat Celebrant off the top. Come on. Alright, I don't have the mana to actually play anything in my hand. So, what do you say we get a couple cards when this is all said and done, right? Maybe yep, I punted. I punted. So can we wait one more turn to see how my punt plays off? I think I can. I can play one card here. At least this card is threatening. Oh, goodness. Are you drawing off of both of these, opponent? I punted, but the punt was just a delay of one turn. Like, he's not doing anything either. So, we'll see what this Sultai Energy deck's got. He may not have a braid at all. He may just be Sultai. Alright, well, I'm okay with waiting one turn here. Especially if he's not trying to get super froggy, and even if he tries to swing right now, I think I'm okay with that. We're about to go into 3 combat steps with 4/4s. We'll see what he does. I mean, 3 combat steps with 4/4s and Warkite Marauder. Sure. Sure. Yep. Here we go. Let's see if he's got the braid. Draw a card, discard a card. Draw a card. Or no, I won't get another. That's just the discard. Let me get all them cards back. All them cards that were under that bow mat. We're flipping it. We're going to say yes. Grab that GPG. Get into Combato. Definitely getting into Combato. Alright, let's see what happens here, guys. We're going to go Combat Celebrant. Get into attacks. Oh, does he have a kill spell? Vraska's Contempt on my Combat Celebrant. Wow. Alright, alright. That's okay. It's okay, opponent. I don't know why I did it to him. I actually made him bigger. It actually made Walking Ballista bigger. What's up, Brandon? I still don't think that we were wrong by waiting that one out. He's out of energy now, by the way. These no longer make energy. So yeah. Is he gonna let me untap? Oh, he's getting sideways. He is getting sideways. Alright, well. We'll take our beats. I mean, he may still have answers here. He does get energy back this way, so he does have Vraska's Contempt up yet again. That is not great for us. No! No! He has to do it now. Okay, opponent. Alright, well that's not exactly cool. So we'll see what we get here in 2 cards. Oh man, like the pain. It hurt. It hurt so bad. Yep. Now we're on just a like low drag. Oh man. Got our gate to the afterlife down there. All the dorks in the world. Hadana's climb. He's going to be able to grow this. That's pretty good. He's got a pretty good strategy going on here. Go wide with dorks. I don't think that's how it's meant to happen, but the hand worked really well for us, or for against us. Okay, well, I mean, I do get to do this, which means I get to stop quite a bit of damage. I am going to just keep pushing damage. Yeah, I mean, he's probably just going to keep trying to draw cards. So he needs to put this on like a 2/2, or so he's putting it on Walking Ballista. Sure. I guess. Sure. Sure. Wow. Alright. So he's going to get some energy. We're going to move to blocks. Wow, he's going to let me go to blocks. So we shoot down the. Oh no! I think that's lethal. Yep, he got me. He got me. All right. So naturally, I want to just bring in Sweltering Suns based on what we just seen. But I'm not 100% sure that Sweltering Suns is the right card to bring in against the Hadana's Climb deck. But the deck is just full of a bunch of little bitty dudes that Hadana's Climb starts buffing up. So far, James, it's working really, really well. We're in match 3, and that was the first game at all we've lost. So I'm going to bring in the Sweltering Suns. I don't think that I can cut Walking Ballista in this. However, I maybe cut one. Walking Ballista is good, but he's a better Walking Ballista deck than we are, but we do need to be able to like shoot the snake and things like that. Like Warcry Marauder is good, but it's not going to do anything to, you know, a snake that is already on the battlefield and starting to give counters. We're on the play, so I want to go as combo as possible, which means I don't really want to take out Trophy Mage. Maybe I'm going to resort to taking out one Vizier. Padim probably. I think Padim's actually in here for the Grixis, or like he's Sultai. He doesn't have a Braid. So if he had a Braid, I would definitely bring it in. I originally thought that he was a 4-color energy deck, but I think he's just Sultai. So, all right, I'm going to keep this. I mean, we got a turn 1, a turn 2, and a turn 3 in the land to do everything we need to do. We even have the land to kill the Hadana. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep this. It's a deck your son designed for from your card collection. Oh, cool. Speaking of Patreon games, you posted a deck. Awesome. I'll give it a look, and we'll check it out there. All right, so I turned it up like it was coffee. You ever, you think you're drinking one thing, and then as soon as like the different flavor hits your mouth, yeah. Uh, it brought tears to my eyes. What's your name on Patreon, Boris? Like, did you post it on Patreon or on the Reddit? Did I bring in a braid? No, I did not. I brought in Sweltering Suns. What are we doing? A lot of people are actually holding out for, I do. I actually do for the Horde. I like Zach's Dillos too. I just like to give you guys a hard time about it. I mean, it's not like you guys in Rush don't give me a hard time. Pirates Pilgrimage, Fling. Did he keep a one-lander? What is with people? Like, I have my answer. I have to have this hand because it has the answer. And then it's like, you don't draw a land. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you keep one-landers. Alright, on the draw. How do we play this differently on the draw? Out with the Trophy Mage, out with the other Vizier. Bring in the Abrade. Maybe negate. I mean, we know he's got Vraska's Contempt. Has he got any big blue spell we need to worry about? We could counter Hadana's Climb. I think I'll just keep most of the combo intact here. Pirates, Pillage. Did I say Pilgrimage? Fog. Don't start, Zax. Don't be a follower, Zax. Don't be a follower, man. Just because they figure out like one card that I don't want to put in every deck that can cast it doesn't mean that. And what's worse is they're both on red, you know. Let's play a Pirate Gruesome Fling. Let's not. Like, why you gotta be a follower? See, Magic Cafe, you follow. Why do you gotta follow in line? You could be the decision maker. You cut your own path. Like, I like all of those cards, and all of those cards have their place. Pirates Pillage, Gruesome Fate, Fling. Yeah, they all have their place. Ooh. Maybe it's wrong, but Warkite Marauder is good, and this stops him from playing his Glint Sleeve on too. Sure does. Come on, land. Come on, land. You can get me there. You can get me there, land. We can get set up. We can get this working. Hydra. So, do you spend energy on your Hydra here? Won't work, because it'll be a 0/1 with a +1/1 counter on it with 1 damage on it. It'll be a 1/2. I mean, he's got a good race going, though. Definitely got a good race going. I mean, we're just looking for land off the top, drop this gate, and go to work. I mean, that's basically all we can do. Another Hydra. Alright. So he's racing us. Definitely racing us. I want to see what we got. Like, probably going to hit 3 lands, and it's going to be like, no. Alright, so there's a Sweltering Suns, an Ibni Rivulet, and a Combat Celebrant in the grave. Alright, well. Need that land. I mean, okay, he spends it too. Alright. Well, I can't do much about the Hydras now. We can block them. Yeah, taking a ton of damage right here. All right, so let's look at this. What are the outs? If we hit a land, we gate to the afterlife. We currently have 1 creature in the graveyard. We can then sack a fanatic with a trigger, so that'll be 2 plus throw away a champion. Use the ballista to shoot our own Warkite Marauder. 2 more triggers, 2 more creatures, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a champion is 6. But then we don't have the mana. Have to hit a land. We have to take it and hit a land. Don't have Blossoming Defense. Don't have Blossoming Defense. Alright. There's a Braid, and it's not what we were looking for. I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get it. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna block here. Block here. Block here. No. No, that was bad. That was bad. Alright, that's better. Okay. So, I'll shoot him. I will mill myself. I don't think this gets us there anyway. Wow, still no land though. Still no land. Deal 3 to that guy. Could have killed the Hydra there. Come on, land. Come on, land. I don't even know what I'm playing to now. Like, I have no outs left. Like, we can't play land and enough things to survive. So, yeah, we're kind of just dead here. Kind of just dead. Yours is Combat Celebrant or Kari Zeb's Expertise. I think I like Combat Celebrant. All right, he had removal. There we go. All right, well, Green Black Snake Doesn't seem to care about our God Pharaoh's gift very much. I mean, we had good hands. Green Black Snake was just meaner. Yeah. I mean, we got to see his turn 3 Hydra there. So, it's pretty good. I mean... Phoenix Fling. That's got a ring to it. That's got a ring to it. Are we curled? Are we curled yet? Yeah, that one just, it doesn't. Are we curled? Yeah, there's a mirror on the front of my camera. So as long as I'm looking at me, I'm looking at you. Here's looking at you, kid. Alright, we got a match. Let's jump into it. It's good to see decks put up a good fight against this, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And that's kind of one of the things I like to do, is to play decks and, you know, find out, like, what is our best strategy to beat this? Okay, if this deck was able to beat it, what strategy did he use to stop me? And then I can use that information when we're brewing later. And that's why I say that brewing is a very important part of deck building. I'm going to play Bomat Courier on one here. Getting the Bomat down, just, it feels good. So I'm going to play Bomat. Oh, man, really? Man, that is a pretty mountain. I don't know if it's really a mountain or not, but wow, that just looks cool. I don't know why. I think I've got to go get those. I'll be looking for this mountain later. Alright, and we're playing against Tempo. I guess his name is Tempo. Show me your shock, Tempo. We know you got it. The Reddit, if you type !Reddit, I think it'll just tell you to look in like the description box for the link. But yeah, that's where you guys can post your decks if you want to see your decks played. Also, if you don't build decks, go over to the Reddit and vote. This way you at least have some control. Yeah, that's a battle for Zendikar land. I think that's battle. Yeah, pretty sure it's battle. At least we get to start with this semi-aggressive line. Not on the mill plan yet because I don't have any of my combo pieces. So I'm actually starting out aggro. Oh man, come on, dude. That ain't fair. I ain't letting up though. I ain't letting up. We doing damage. We doing damage. And then next turn we'll play Ballista for 2. You gotta drive home. Absolutely. Arrive alive, good man. Arrive alive. Be safe on your travels. The replay will be on YouTube later. So, no problems there. If you're new to the channel, though, guys, make sure you hit that like button. You guys know you like to see this deck in action. So, that's what this is about. I brought you guys this deck because it is the hot deck. That's what everybody wanted to see. So, if you like that, hit that like button. Helps out a lot. Didn't see the black in the mana base. Watch the vid while doing 60 with me. See, that's Rush. I got on to him one day. He's like, I'm driving. I'm about to run off the road or something. I forget what it was he said, but I'm like, man, come on. Don't be like that. Oh, my goodness. Are we going for the first turn that we actually try to hardcast this thing? I could just shoot Gonti. Or not. I mean, I could, though. I could. We could make that happen. Gonti could just go down. But I'm actually more worried about something like that. Alright, well. Don't make me hurt your Gonti. Don't make me hurt your Gonti. He should be actually trying to race me if he's clever. Well, no, he exerted. Minister? Yeah, sure. Sweet. So creature count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys that have that nut emoji, you can use that whenever you get ready. Oh no. Where's the other one? There's 2. Where's the other God Pharaoh's gift? Oh, it's exiled under the bow mat. Oh, it's exiled under the bow mat. What a thing. Alright. So I'm gonna take Champion of Wits this turn. And then next turn take like Warkite Marauder. So I'll get rid of, I guess, land Warkite. Yep, that's what we do here. Who's the aggressive deck now? Oh, good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You got another Glorybringer. Another Glorybringer. Look at this guy. Well, ain't you something special? Is it time for one of those crazy plays? All right, so we got a couple lines here, right? I could play Combat Celebrant, use a Fanatical Firebrand to shoot Combat Celebrant, get into combat, bring Combat Celebrant back, do damage, and then get in with yet another creature. Gonti would block the first Combat Celebrant, so like we have that line available. The other line is Gate to the Afterlife, and then just sack this. And that would allow us, yeah, I think that's the more powerful line because then we just sack it. So I'm going to go Gate. Maybe I could have kept that up to mill myself, but then I think that I just go Fanatical Firebrand here. And I'm going to use Fanatical to shoot Gonti, and that's going to trigger, and I'm going to say yes, I want to draw a card, discard a card, and I'll discard the Celebrant. And then I'm going to shoot. I'm just going to go ahead and do it again. I mean, he's tapped out this turn, so I'm kind of going for everything here. We can play our land. Because if we get a creature... Yep, he's going to scoop it up. Alright, so he sees the writing on the wall. We're gonna get a couple combat phases on him, and he's only at 10 life, so... Yeah. Yep, that was about to happen. Right? Gate sack creatures. I was just trying to show some of the crazy lines that are available in the deck. I think we play Padim in this matchup. I also kind of like Sweltering Suns, but a Braid seems good as well. I don't think I want to bring in too many things. I do want the Trophy Mages, though. Are we going to be doing, like, he'll scoop before the Vizier, so we don't need the Vizier to push it. Like, this guy's already shown us that he'll just scoop. So, it looks like we just need to, like, get online, and he'll scoop it up. At least that's the read he's giving me. I mean, we weren't yeah, we were kind of lethal that turn, right? We had one extra combat phase. The Combat Celebrant wouldn't have untapped itself. We would have hit for 5. Yeah, we would have hit for 5 twice. I guess so. Looks like a decent hand. Double Combat Celebrant, Field of Ruin. I think we can play this. Look at this opener. It's like, let's get some. Bring in all the flings. I did. I brought every fling out of the sideboard into the main board for this game. Like, of course I'm going to bring the flings out of the sideboard in. All of the flings from the sideboard are in. Don't worry. What are we flinging, guys? 1/1s? They already fling themselves. All right, you can now call this your pirate fling right here. It's a pirate that flings himself at something. Right? I mean, come on, look. He's got bombs and grenades all over him. This is playable fling. You should love this card rush. You don't see it my way? Okay. Fling is making it real salty. It is! Alright, so there's... What is pillage? Where's pillage? There's pillage. This is how we're pillage. We have artifacts on the battlefield, and we draw cards, discard cards. Pillage. Do we let him just kill one? Nah. I don't think he's got a 1-mana way to answer the gate. If he answers the gate, that's fine. It's not fine, but definitely going to try to deal with this thing. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Sure, we'll throw one in the grave. And pass. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Activated abilities of sorcerers with the... Don't you call gate to the afterlife. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. He called gate to the afterlife. Oh. Pillage is an old school land destruction. It is. It is. Pirates pillage is the pillage he keeps talking about, where you draw two. So you draw... You discard a card and create 2 treasures. Draw 2. Okay, well... So we're not actually going to be activating gate anytime soon. So lands into I don't know. I mean, if he's stuck on creatures for... There's your pillage. Heartless Pillage. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Raid. If you attacked with a creature this turn, create a treasure. Got me. Land and a mog. Okay. I think I exert. Exert. And we'll just punch him for 3 again. I mean, at least putting him at a low life total means that he has to start killing this. And yeah. I mean, if he draws 2 cards and he flips... Alright, what are you doing with Chandra? Like, we can kill Chandra with, like, anything. Sure. Alright, well, I mean, it's not looking terrific for him. That flipped, so he plays what? Gonti? So I'll go ahead and pop his land so he can't gain life. Taps it to make a black mana. And I'll take another mountain. Mountain seems good. And then he's at 4 life. 1 mana floating, 2. I mean, he's surely going to find something for 3 mana that he can cast from our deck. Champion of Wits. That's cool. We get a Champion of Wits too. Sure. I'll play it. Let's see what we can put in the grave. Hey, look, it's those cards. I'll exert, attack, attack, attack. Bomat, Combat Celebrant, Warkite Marauder. So he blocks. He blocks. We gain another life. We'll discard the mountain, get the cards under the Bomat. Get into combat one more time. And it's game! And that's game! Alright, last match! Here we go! This deck is super sweet, guys. SideboardMTG, plug manatraders, SideboardMTG! Why don't call for a plug? That's one of the things that I do a plug at the beginning and I try to do a plug at the end, and then if something actually makes me think of manatraders, I'll do it. But yeah, it's not been necessary, and I don't want like my videos just full of advertisements for other decks. But yeah, I mean, manatraders is like always being plugged at the bottom. So yeah, don't ask, like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Like, yeah. If you want to plug manatraders or anything in the middle of your stuff, like, that's fine. I do it from time to time, but yeah. It just kind of happens. We're good. For a Baden. Oh, somebody wants to hear my plug? Is that what it is? You want to hear when I actually try to sell something? All right, yeah. I'll actually have to get for a Baden. What was a Baden? Baden, is it somebody new? Huh? Somebody's asking about trading? I don't know. But yeah. Someone asked earlier if I play at LGS too. I do. I do when I can. I just recently moved to Mississippi, and I currently are not getting a chance to play at an LGS, at a local GS. But I'm going to the pre-release for Dominaria, and I'll be trying to play some there. And if I can get in touch with my friends, I'm going to start going up on the weekends with some friends on Fridays. So yeah, I've always been a big fan of F&M, and I think everyone should support their local gaming store, their LGS. I know that Andrew is just like lurking somewhere, right? He's like, it's not local LGS. But anyway, starting to change your mind on this deck. Need an exploding head emoji. Mind blown. Yeah, this deck's tier 1, dude. Yeah, this deck beats red deck, or can beat red deck. It can beat pretty much every deck in the meta. This deck is no joke. So yeah. I don't know how it skated through all of Rivals of Ixalan, but the deck is no joke. But somebody, if you were asking about manatraders, the best thing to know about manatraders is it's just like entering a card pool, right? You're paying admission to enter a card pool. It's a flat rate, and your buddies in your card pool are never in your colors. They always have the cards you need. Now, at the beginning of like Dominaria, it normally takes like a week or two for the cards to even hit circulation. So just like at your local gaming store, it's kind of hard to get cards sometimes. It'll take them about a week to just get a good supply so that no one's like waiting. But they've got a good queue system and things like that. And their return system is just one click, and then the bot will actually come pick the cards up from you. So if you want to rent in paper or on online, it's great. It's a great service. Half of our community here rents. Well, the reason I say half the community is because I have seen how many people have signed up for manatraders. It's like I get a ticket for every person that signs up, and we'll just say that we can run all the leagues we need to run. Yeah, it's a cool deck. But you can't play with a deck that has GPG. It's one of those cards you hate to death. So I was that guy. It's like blue-white GPG and approach. I'm like, no, don't make me play these things. And at this point, I would rather play those than to try to play another Desert's Hour of Promise deck. The mana bases on those things have to be like tuned so perfectly. And you got to have just the right number of deserts. You got to have like just the right number of everything. The deck's pretty much built in Bant by the time you can actually start adding the 3 or 4 cards you want to play with. Come on, opponent. Let me get some clock emoji love here. Like, we're already 2 minutes up on our opponent. Almost 3 minutes up. I don't know if he disconnected or not, but I guess I'll sit here and talk to you guys for the next 5-10 minutes until it just scoops him. Wow. I don't know. I actually don't know how Grixis is versus this deck. We talked about it a little bit today. I don't think Grixis has actually got what it takes. If you get an aggressive hand and you can go 1-drop, 2-drop, and then 1-drop, 1-drop, or something like that on turn 2, or you get one of your like heavy 1-drop hands, and you start putting out threats like Warkite Marauder that Grixis is going, oh no, that will destroy the Scarab God. I have to deal with that Warkite now. So they're like hammering on this Warkite Marauder. Meanwhile, Bomat Courier is over here with like 7 cards under it. And, you know, you're like, all right, Champion of Wits. And they're like, okay, well, I've got to Verasta's Contempt that because I can't have him getting it back later. And it just really, really taxes their removal. Now, I don't necessarily mean taxing Verasta's Contempt the way I normally talk about how decks have to tax Verasta's Contempt. This taxes all of their removal. They have to spend abrades on things like Warkite Marauder, otherwise they just die to a beatdown. You guys can go back and look at the other games, and you'll notice that 1 out of almost every match was won without a GPG. This deck is actually an aggro deck. It's a sneaky aggro deck. This deck can just beat you down with 2 power creatures or 1 power creatures before your deck actually gets online, and that's actually a legit plan. You see me against the red deck. I cut some of my cards, and we just went on an aggro plan and just beat them down. Oh, hey, we're in a game. We're playing Magic. We're playing Magic. I think this deck doesn't have white in it, mainly to smooth out the mana base. Do you burn this? I definitely just Trophy Mage here. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Okay, so the reason I wouldn't Trophy Mage... Nope, not Trophy Mage. I was going to say, the only reason I wouldn't Trophy Mage here would be to shoot this, but nope. We're just going to let him know what we got going on here. That freaked me out earlier when I couldn't find the other God Pharaoh's gift. I was like, where's it at? I forgot that 3 cards were exiled under Bomat Courier. No, it doesn't. It does not need white. It's the Combat Celebrant package that means that it just doesn't have to be able to swing 6 in the air. You can pretty much pick a window and just go, okay, I'm going to swing 16. Night Market Lookout. Wow, scrappy. Okay, well, this isn't horrible. Alright, so I definitely want to get them down to 16 life. So, now we're there. At this point, we can kind of sit back and relax. The reason we want to be at 16 is it's a multiple of 4. So if he just turns sideways and then we go, I don't know, we would need a heck of a couple meals here to make this work. So I think I let him have Glint Sleeve Siphoner, and I kill Night Market Lookout. We take the 5. I mean, it looks like this is going to be one of those games where we set around and then all of a sudden we get set up, and then he abrades us anyway. So yeah, I mean, I know if I was on red-black and I was just sitting over there on a braid, I'd be like, do your thing, buddy. There's another Marauder. Alright, so yeah, we'll, ooh. Vizier and Trophy Mage away. So I'm actually going to use the ability on the Bomat Courier, so if he trades, then he's trading with a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. And then this turn we'll just go for 6. And we'll see what he's got. Hopefully he'll just tap out. And we can mill ourselves 3 here. So we've got a lot of options. James, well, I know if I am never going to play Approach or GPG. Just out of concept. Plus, you have principles. It kind of cuts me deep, James. You kind of cut me. I'm sitting here playing GPG, and I mean, I do this for you guys, though. I do this for you. Alright, well, I mean, we're taking damage, we're killing dude, we're doing things. Alright, you get energy. You get more energy. You get a card to put under your Bomat Courier. Wow. Wow. That's just ridiculous. Ninja Turtles rocking out, man. This song's killer. Is the music too loud for you guys? Because it is just in my head. Yes. Yeah, this is my favorite GPG deck. Although I said that about the last Combat Celebrant. I even took a Combat Celebrant GPG to my FNM. What do I play, James? Yep. All that looks good. So let's move to blocks. I will block here, block here, block here. I mean he's gonna kill something. I mean, I could have got everything killed. I'll go ahead and mill myself, although I don't have to, but... Ooh, Combat Celebrant and a Champion of Wits in the grave. We get some triggers. Draw a card, discard a card. That happened. Warkai Marauder. Uh-oh. If he doesn't have a braid, he's dead. That's all I'm going to say. If he don't have a braid, he's just dead. Oh my god! He did it! Oh my goodness! Alright, I mean, we just threw a Vizier and many faces in the graveyard. I mean, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do the thing. Like, you can't mess this up. You just Combat Celebrant, enter combat, exert this guy, attack with all creatures. Sure, put that on the stack. Put that on the stack. Put that on the stack. Scoop. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we bring in Sweltering Suns again. Take out Vizier. And that's our on the draw. Now, I don't think he's going to have any, like, thing to really point at stuff. I really want Padim here. But Padim's actually only good once you start going off. And I think with a Braid, we might not even get that shot. Take out one Celebrant. One Celebrant, one... yeah, we'll roll like that. I didn't really like Padim in this deck. I get it. I get why, but yeah. Sweet. We're just going to roll with this. It just never gets old, right? It doesn't. It does not get old. Like, 3 combat steps. It's like taking infinite turns. Like, that never gets old. I know, like, people in your group... People will not like you if you play this at your F&M. I am serious. You'll have a crowd at first, and then every time you sit down in front of someone, they're going to be like, oh, no, not this. Not like this. At least you're not shooting people with their own guns. Infinite combos are horrible. Well, this is not even infinite. It's just, bam, we're taking more than we deserve. We're just taking it. Like, you know, I think I want to swing again. And that's what it does. Trade it. Trade it. Do it. Do it. Trade. Oh, he didn't trade. He didn't trade. Ah. Scared opponent. Scared. Scared. Well, I mean, I'm going to let him do some things till turn 4. And then turn 4, I'm going to play a Walking Ballista for 2. Oh, he's going to push me. I may just play Walking Ballista now then. Although if he pushed that, then... yeah, we're going to Walking Ballista that thing. Sweet. So I get to leave up the red. Oh. 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 Undo. You want to put it in front of it? You wanna? You can. Aww. I mean, he was going to draw one card either way, so it really seems like that the blue-black control would eat this deck alive. No, this deck can kill blue-black control before it can cast Disallow. Like, you're going to pay 3 mana to stop a single card when this deck is going to just, like, jump well beyond that. If you're having to disallow triggers, yeah, you're not gonna work so well for you. Like, you're paying 3 mana to do things that this deck's like doing in 1 and 2 mana. The ability for this deck to just fight on a 1 and 2 mana scale is just ridiculous. I mean, I guess he swings with everything here. I mean, I block this, shoot that. I mean, he'll do 4 points of damage here. Or, well, he'll do 2 points of damage. Supernatural stamina. Do you got it? Do you have the stamina? I thought this was a red deck. I thought this deck had red in it last game. Didn't it? Am I just... Aw. Come on, opponent. That's not cool. Are those cards worth more than these cards? I know I need these cards in the graveyard, but I know I really want to play this card next turn. He got me. He got me. We have to kill this. Ooh, Gate to the Afterlife. Oh, alright. Doesn't matter, though. We'll have to just, like, start working on that after the fact. For right now, we just got to shoot this. I mean, I might be able to just shoot this and wait a turn. I mean, if he wants to gain life, I'm okay with that. Like, if he just cruise up and starts swinging, yeah, I'm cool. That's cool. I'll take 3. We'll go to 9. Get down the gate. And then start trying to do things from there. We got 3 in the graveyard already. I can throw 1 more at will. The pitch off of that would be yet 1 more. So we're looking at 5 in the graveyard right now. So he has to be able to destroy. Like, he's got to have a braid. I'm showing that we're still streaming fine here. We're above 30 KB, so, or 30. Never mind. We're where we need to be. Man, come on, dude. He's down to 1 card left in hand, and that was his braid. Yeah. 4 cards in the grave. Oh, that's why I needed to get rid of it. And he can pay 3 to return it. Okay. We've got a turn or 2 here. He's got 0 cards in hand, so, like, he's setting on top decking and a braid. Undo, undo. We're not casting anything else here. The reason I'm getting a second red is just to guarantee that I have enough to, like, cast Combat Celebrant if I have to next turn. But I think we're alright. We just need to stay at 5 mana. This way we can play Gate and tap it at the same time. But getting rid of his Aether Hub felt right. I mean, thinning his deck may or may not be great, but yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the grave. I'll pull the grave up for you guys. This is our graveyard. So I wish I could put it. Ooh, I can put it over there. Like, we don't even need to worry about seeing this dude. We're playing solitaire now. 18 life, right? Like, how hard can we hit this guy? So we play Champion of Wits, discard Combat Celebrant, and any other creature. Oh, wow. We still need one more. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Fanatical Firebrand off the top will not do it because we don't have the mana. Oh, it would. It would because we could just pitch it with a Champion of Wits. All right. There it is. Called it. Called it. Let me get a golden nut for that. Come on, I said Fanatical Firebrand off the top would do it, and we got it. Come on, I got to get a golden nut for that. Yeah, all right, so we see what's in the grave. We know where this is going. Let's see if he pulled the Abrade. We'll draw 2, discard 2 cards. I'm going to discard the 2 creatures that must be discarded. We're going to say yes. It's under a Bomat Courier. It's exiled under Bomat Courier again. Bomat Courier was holding God Pharaoh's Gift. Oh, I'm just waiting for the moment where he's holding both of them. Alright, so yeah, we're going to enter combat. I'm going to take the Combat Celebrant. We're going to exert. And the only reason we're exerting here is to just get an extra trigger. That's it. To just get an extra 4/4 body. And we're going to... Wow, why didn't it make them so small? So what do we want? Warkite? A flyer? So we can block the stuff in the air? Yeah. Let's do that. I guess I could have got back Fanatical Firebrand. I think I'd pass here, though. I mean, getting back Fanatical Firebrand means that we could have blocked something and then shot something else, but then that means we would have sacked our dude. Yeah, I think I just need to be able to stick Champion of Wits in front of something here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Can we beat this red-black aggro, red-black mid-range? What is this? What is this deck? Fatal Push? Aww. So, he's taking us to 1. I don't know if I can kill him. I probably should have swung right there. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. So, was I not supposed to exert? Yep. Oh, he might have us here, guys. What can we even get to kill him? Don't have another flyer. We're at 1. He's at 15. I don't think we can do it. Dispossesses. He might have us here. I think he's got us. I can shoot this. So I can get back like Walking Ballista and shoot this. We're still dead in the air. Champion of Wits off the top. Like he's calling Dispossess on God Pharaoh's Gift. I don't have any other God Pharaoh's Gifts. Oh, Combat Celebrant. Ugh. I'm trying to think of a way out. I think it's Fanatical Firebrand. We have to have blockers. So I actually only go to 3 like that. Okay. I mean, if he can kill this Combat Celebrant, but I don't think he even would. I mean, if he just crews and attacks, then we're in trouble. Definitely in some troubles. Scrappy. That crews. I don't have a way to kill, so I'm gonna gain. Like I can't gain a 4th. I can't go to 4. I can't get up to 4. I'm trying to look. I'm trying. There's got to be something I'm overlooking. There's got to be something I'm overlooking. He only swings like that. Alright, well. Has to be a non-token creature, so. Yep. Yep. You got me, opponent. Got me. Got me, opponent. But it was close. It was really close. I think exerting with that Combat Celebrant might have been too much, or not swinging was too much. So he's not targeting anything. He's just basically targeting my guys. We're on the play. Sweltering Suns still seems like it's really good, but I really don't think it's necessary. I think that we just need to race him. Elves, turn 3, you got 5 mana. That's why people like elves, because like you can turn 2 cast what's the 4 mana instant? Collected Company. I mean, elves can turn 2 infinite mana. So, yeah. Elves, what a deck. 1 mana, just dump everything in a grave? No. Hey, this doesn't look horrible. We can get to a trophy mage before he gets to a dispossess. I think we even want that land, but maybe not. I'll put it on the bottom. We'll see if he's trying to be the aggressive deck or what. Night Market, yeah, he's definitely going to try to be aggressive. At least we got a 2-drop. That's not bad. So that'll force his hand to spend some mana trying to remove this, because he never knows if we're going to have like a Fanatical or something next turn. What if I just blocked it, dude? Huh? Ooh. It's right. It's right. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't swing. I wasn't gonna block it. Glint Sleeve, Siphoner. Well, there's the Bowmat Courier. He just curries letters around all day, every day. Just call him the postman. Just call me the fireman. Do I push damage, or do I just sit back? I am kind of interested in chilling for a second. I mean, he loses a life, draws a card. I mean, at least here we get to put both in front of this, and he can only kill one of them. I assume he kills Warkite Marauder. If he swings with this, we can let him swing and just block the Night Market Lookout if he swings with both. He knows we have a gate, so he may start trying to kill stuff now before we can get the gate down. But in Dominaria, you can, yes, you have been very adamant about letting us know that you can turn to 4 mana. But what are you gonna do after that? It takes like 4 cards to have 4 mana on turn 2, so that leaves. Yeah, I mean, it leaves 3 cards left in your hand, so, I mean, yeah, maybe. There's a combat Syllablot. Alright, well, I'm going to play this because next turn I think we can get pretty froggy here. Alright. Something stuck in my throat. Pikachu. Wait, like a duck. Dump the hand. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna be right here. Is we're just gonna try to push that Abrade. So we'll see what happens. So if we play Bomat, sack Bomat. There's a Hazarat. Hazarate has entered the building. Alright, well, this ain't the ideal situation, but I think we do it anyway. Alright, so let's look at this. We dump 1, 2, 3, 3, and this is 4. This will be 5. We get a trigger if it's a land. Then, yeah. If it's a land, then nothing. Nothing. Sweet. Alright. Time to see if we're dead or not. Time to see if we're dead or not. I don't know if I like Glint-Sleeve Siphoner with Hazaret. I mean, the Hazaret's not swinging at us right now. He might start throwing cards at us, but yeah. Turn 1 elf, turn 1 bolt elf. Right? You bolt the bird. That's 1997 Magic yet. You turn 1 elf, you turn 1 bolt. Like, yeah, green versus, yeah, there you go. Then you Grizzly Bear. There you go. What's the turn 3? What's the 3? Is it a Heal Giant? Is that what you do? You Heal Giant on 3? I think so. I can't remember. I know that I want this Trophy Mage to die. We need to draw 1 more creature. There's the Harvester. Okay. Scrap Heap Scrounger. This pretty much has to happen right now. Creature off the top. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Fanatical Firebrand? Oh, it's a land. Alright, so we're gonna try it here. So he crews with that. That was, he so punted. All right, He punted so hard right there. So this can't block. This can't block. This could have blocked. This would allow him to get in front of a... Like, this would have allowed him to kill the combat celebrant. I don't know if we've got enough right here, but we are sure about to try to put a hurting on him. So let's see just how much damage this thing can do. All right, so here's combat celebrant. And we're going to go exert, and we're going to swing. So, I mean, he can gain life here. We do need some way to chain into something other than... So the third time we go get... Oh, wow. All right. So he takes 3. So, all right, we're going to go Vizier of Many Faces. And we're copying Combat Celebrant. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I don't... Why didn't that let me... Like, I don't think that I just pushed the wrong button there, but it... I definitely didn't get the attack. So, we would have gotten one more dude. But, yeah. So, where are we at here? We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... He has to be a little scared on crackback here. You low-key think that this could be bannable? Just ban Combat Celebrant, right? It's all you would have to do to break just this deck and not break any other deck. Is this lethal? I don't think this is lethal. We don't have a Vizier. Alright, I think I have to get Minister of Inquiries. Does he have a burn, though? I mean, if he has a burn, then I'm dead. It just shocked me, dude. Show me the shock. Oh, he just throws a card at me with Hazard. Yeah. You're right. You got me, opponent. Oh, well. Deck was still super, super sweet. Yeah, dead to Hazard. You guys want to go see what's in the chest? So, also, like, this is the first league I have played with the deck. As I was going through that, I was finding, like, so many other lines and stuff. So, play this deck a little bit. Give it a try. Give it a good look. Play it. Get a chance for it. If you guys play, we're going to pop this chest real quick. Actually, I have been running other leagues with other things, so we've got a couple to open. So let's open some chests. But yeah, run this deck for a little while. You know, if you're a manatraders user, hey, we got some play points back. Got a cast out and whatever that is. And then we get Dread Slag, 5 mana, 9/9 trample. Dread Slag gets neg4 for each card in your hand. A cancel and a Horn Kopesh. Right. Bam! Molten Steel. Oh man, there used to be a combo with that. Stitch in Time. That's not bad. Flip a coin. You win. Take an extra turn. Ice Over. All right. All right. Let's see what else we got. Good chest opening here at the end, anyway. Fortuitous Fine. Watchful Automation. I want to say automaton, but automation. And some more play points. Play points are fine. And bam. Selenia's you know what? That card, it's pretty good. I hear it's pretty good green-white commander. Yeah. And then with that, we get a Stampeding Horncrest and a Wasteland Scorpion. Last treasure chest. More play points, Heartless Pillage, and Goblin Trailblazer. Not the greatest ones I wanted. Trustani! Was that what it was? Trustani? One day I'm going to crack this. I think I'll crack it for coffee time at some point, but I'm going to crack it. Anyway, yeah, deck was super sweet. I had a lot of fun with the deck, and I think that you guys will too. So I definitely, I highly recommend that those of you that like to play it, those of you that can bring yourself. Do I play Mormir? Wow, y'all are really trying to turn me into Saffron Olive. Honestly, if I was going to play anything in like extra time, if we got done real early or something like that, I would just go play some Arena for you guys. Like, okay, hey, let's go play a game of Arena, because I think that's what Arena is going to be. So in the future, if we run a little bit early, then yeah, like if I 0-3, we'll drop and go to Arena or something like that. So I'm good with doing that. I don't want to get into Mormir because I am not actually that good with old cards. I know Mormir, you just kind of, hey, I'm going to sack this land and see what I get. And then you just kind of play. But I do have Mormir. I do have the avatar and stuff. So it is fun. And I've been asked about that quite a few times. But I think that I would literally be called, like, I get called a copycat already anyway. But that's because I'm a net decker. Like, I play all the net decks. Like, this deck was straight out the top place deck from GP Seattle. And this is going to sound so bad, but I didn't even look at the name of the guy who won with it. I just went, ooh, the top deck. And said, that's the one I'm going to play. And I think that's what a lot of people will do. So, right? There's some things that I don't get called a copycat on. There's some things that I'm kind of original on. I think my coffee time, I don't think there's anyone else that does that. And so that's definitely going to be my niche, to bring my community into my stream. Like, I can not only just stream for you guys, but I can also stream with you guys. So and coffee time's like the best of that world. Who knows, maybe one day we'll actually do it in like Google Hangouts and you guys can have your cameras going. But either way, if you guys like this deck and you want to play this deck or any other deck in Magic, whether it's in paper or on Magic Online, ManaTraders has got you covered. It's a great rental service. Helps out a lot with, you know, testing decks. Some decks spikes a GP like this one, and everyone wants to yeah, the Mastermind Teams deck. Yeah, but he wasn't streaming, like, yeah. Travis Wu streams from his phone. I kind of like Travis Wu, I don't know. Like, it's a lot of self-help videos, and I've got enough self-esteem that I don't need someone else to tell me, you're a good guy, and people like you. Come on, Saturday Night Live fans, you know that. You know where I'm coming from. Anyway, ManaTraders, if you do sign up with ManaTraders, SideboardMTG 15. Save you 15% on your first 4 months. It's huge. You're right, Retro Arcade fan. I like you. That's right. I'm a good person, and people like me. That dude would sit there on Saturday Night Live, and he'd look into the mirror, and he'd just tell himself he was a good person, that people liked him. Yeah, I like T-Woo, man. I want to be real fragile in what I say about T-Woo, how much I support or diss T-Woo, because I don't want to diss T-Woo. I think T-Woo is taking his ban pretty well, better than some people have. He has managed to stay somewhat, I'm a subscriber to T-Woo. He has managed to stay somewhat in the Magic community, but yet he went to Hawaii. He's working on things there in the fields. He's doing what he wanted to do, getting his hands back in the earth, I think he said. So good for him. The ban will be over before you know it. Dominaria won't even be wrote. He's waiting till the end of Energy, okay? Once Energy is gone and like the format settles down, T-Woo will come back. Like, that's how long he had to wait, right? So, yeah, it might be bad, but it might be the best thing in the world that T-Woo took a little break. and did a little soul searching. So, you know, T-Woo, if you ever actually hear this, I'm a fan, dude. I am. And I'm awaiting your return to Magic full-time. I think that the game will still be here waiting on you. And I think that, like most of us, once Magic's in your blood, you might take breaks. A lot of us have taken a break for a year or two. You know. What are we talking about? We're talking about a professional Magic player named Travis Wu, who is also like an inspirational speaker and things like that. Can you ask why he got banned, or I don't want to talk about it? I will be very vague and say T-Woo started a Reddit or Facebook forum, something like that. He started a forum, and he didn't manage it. So he, you know, created a bunch of moderators and said, here, you guys have fun with it, you manage it. There we go. I created it. A lot of people are joining it. You guys go have fun with it. And then a lot of things got said in that format that were not, or in that forum, that were not exactly nice. And Wizards decided to ban T-Woo and all of the moderators. All of the moderators, I think, got like a 30 or 90-day ban. T-Woo got a year because it was in his name. And he said, you know, that's how it works. He should have taken responsibility for it. Like, he's an awesome dude. The way he was like, yeah, I did it. I'm going to take my ban, and we'll see you guys soon. And, you know, you think we're growing, guys? I think we're growing too. So, well, it wasn't, okay. So I will say that it was a forum talking bad about other people, not talking bad about WotC. So the forum was called Magic for Bad, and the whole point of the forum was to make funny memes and to joke about people. And we know how that has been silenced in Magic. So that's, T-Woo is one of the examples that were set forth for us. So it tells us, hey, you know, walk this line and you'll be okay. So I have a Reddit, and I have to somewhat manage that Reddit in order to make sure that things aren't getting posted on there, and that would be mean. So I do have to look through it and do that. Freedom of speech kind of dies when you become a personality, and you know, once you start getting, you know, 5, 10,000, 15,000, 100,000 subscribers, then there's a lot of people that will take your, like, at that point you're almost a public speaker, man. So I think I walk the line well. I hope that I do, because I just want to keep making Magic content, and at some point this will take over and become a job, and I want to keep that. But we'll save all of that for the 3K Q&A. I hope you guys all had a lot of fun watching the deck tonight. I hope you guys jump over to ManaTraders, pull this deck up, and just go wreak havoc on everyone. The deck's super good. That was the first league I ever played. We went easily 3-2. Almost had the 4-1. I bet you could sit down, play 5 or 6 more leagues with it, and start putting out 5-0s. It's super good, man. I had a lot of fun. Retro Arcade, Rush, everyone else. If I didn't give you a shout out in chat, Old Man 5 times, everyone else, seriously, much love to you. Thanks for showing up to chat. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had fun. We'll see you next time. Yeah, we're going to do a double Q&A at 10K, buddy. We're going to do a lot of Q&As at 10K, or at 100K. We get to 100K, I'm going to need help at that point, Zax. I'm serious. And it'll be there. The math seems good. Seems real good. Let's get a play button. And, yeah, we'll be good, man. Kick you out for Zax. Right? Scrub. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Rolling the credits.